Rigs of Rods is 20 years old today. This is the predecessor to BeamNG. It's a soft-body physics vehicle simulator that released on the 11th of August, 2005. So, on its 20th birthday, we're going to find out if it's worth playing in 2025, and how it compares to BeamNG. I haven't played this game in over a decade. It's going to be quite an experience for me. Now, to download this game, it is free and open source, by the way. You can head to the Rigs of Rods website. I'm using the August 2025 beta. It's the latest available version of the game. So loading into Rigs of Rods is quite similar to BeamNG. You click single player and then you choose a map. Now I'm going to go for Mitt City. But once you're in, the differences become clear, because in Rigs of Rods, we've got a playable character model. Now this guy, you can't really interact with much with him, but he can run. Look at that animation. Anyway, in BeamNG, of course, the only thing we've got close to this is the beamlings from BeamMP. Now, to spawn a vehicle, there is a hotkey, but you can walk into this car rental. Oh, there you go. And now we can choose any of the vehicles in here. I'm going to search for Gavril, because the first time Gavrils appeared was in Rigs of Rods, and I'm going to go for, the Gavril Zeta X. Oh, here's our car. Yeah, it's like an SUV, like a Toyota RAV4 kind of looking thing. It's been over 10 years since I played Rigs of Rods, but I remember these cars from this game. Oh, listen to that. Interior, what's the interior like? I mean, the interior is not bad. We can't really interact with anything, but I think you can open the doors, can you? Yes. F1 and F2, open the doors. Unfortunately, I can't use my steering wheel with this game. I have to use keyboard and mouse. The buttons and the force feedback weren't working on the wheel, and only really the pedals were working properly. But, you know, keyboard and mouse is okay. So this game has soft body physics just like BeamNG. Let's do a crash test and see how they compare. I think we're going to crash into this building here. Slow motion, 10% speed. Here we go. Whoa. I mean, it's not bad. It's really not bad. It depends on the quality of the modeling of the vehicle, and this one is obviously quite good. It's a Gavril, but yeah, pretty impressive. Here's the Gavril Bandit look, and the author is Gabester. Now, Gabester is actually the lead vehicle designer for BeamNG. They started by creating mods for Rigs of Rods, and then in 2011, him and a couple of the other people from the Rigs of Rods team went to develop BeamNG. This is the Gavril Omega, like a big, tall sedan, and it's a shame that these vehicles haven't been ported into BeamNG. Look, slow motion. What's the vehicle-on-vehicle collision like? Not bad. It's really quite good. For 2005, this game still holds up. So now we're on this racetrack map, and I've got a Pontiac Firebird. Wow, look at this thing. I think this game has AI, vehicle AI. We can choose, a Dodge Super B. And then you go presets, Grand Prix long start. Yeah, look, off they go. So the AI is driving quite slow. Can I speed them up a bit? Oh yeah, look. I should speed them up. Let's do 180. There you go. Yep, there he goes, look. Right, let's try and catch him up. Whoa, look at this thing. Really nice interior. Okay, off we go. What kind of commands and controls have we got this thing? Boot lid and hood. Can we do the hood? Engine hood. Let's have a look at the engine model. Whoa. Quite a nice engine model in there. Oh, drifting. Not much sound coming from the tyres. Oh, he's going really slow. Look at him. Let's crash into him. Bang. There you go. Now, what about the crash model of this thing? It should be pretty good. I've been told it's pretty good. Here we go. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, it's not up to BeamNG standard, but soft body physics like this, such a long time ago, this was mind-blowing back in the day. Let's spawn a truck, and I'm going to show you some of the features of this game. So we've got Scania, Peterbilt, Mercedes Actros. Oh, we got to go for the Scania. Let's go for the 480 top line. So just like in BeamNG, if you back up to this and then press L, you should connect. I think we've connected, and then I've got to switch to the other thing, and these legs need to come up. There you go. Okay, off we go. Whoa, we're kind of doing a bit of a wheelie on this, but it is working. So Rigs of Rods was initially created to be a truck simulator, at least a larger vehicle simulator, and it does this quite well. There's a good sense of weight. You can see the suspension working quite well. It's just a shame this truck is kind of lifting off the ground at the front. Really weird. I think There's a school bus in this. That's a bus. BUS. A crushable school bus? No. Oh, there you go. The Thomas. FS65. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Now, the detail on this thing is really nice. What kind of... We've got different controls here. F1, F2 does the stop sign. F3 and F4. What does that do? Oh, the front door. F5 and F6. The rear door. Wow. Now, I wonder if this bus has any crash physics. Let's see. Right, 90 kilometers per hour. Into the trailer. Slow motion. Oh, a little bit. It's quite rigid. Not much deformation there at all. And you can just reset with backspace, and then you can kind of move around like this, look, while resetting. I actually think this is better than what we have in BeamNG, but it's a little bit more difficult to teleport. I don't think you can go like free cam and then press F7. No, you can't do that. So what about mods? Well, the modding community is as important to Rigs of Rods as it is to BeamNG. We even have a inbuilt repository, just like we do with BeamNG. You can scroll through here, look for all kinds of mods. You can sort by trucks, cars, trains, planes. But if you are starting this game for the first time, I would recommend installing the content packs, and each of the content packs contains some of the best Rigs of Rods mods. You've got terrains, cars, trucks, planes in those. You might have noticed that this game does have branded content in it. For example, we could download a Lotus Esprit from the repository, an Audi 80. You'd never see this in BeamNG just because they don't allow copyrighted content at all on the repo. Look, a Lexus LS430. One of the big differences between Rigs of Rods and BeamNG is that there isn't as much of a quality standard with some of these mods. Like the quality of this car with no interior is quite low, and that's because this is a very old mod, probably released before 2010. Also, this map mod, I think it's called the Auriga Proving Grounds. It looks quite nice, but when you look a bit closer at the terrain, it's not the highest quality. But because this game simulates large vehicles so well, you can spawn stuff like this. The Sandcrawler from Star Wars. Now this thing works surprisingly well. It doesn't have an interior, but off we go. Look, you would never see this kind of thing in BeamNG because BeamNG is a very highly technical game and it doesn't really handle these large vehicles very well. I mean, it's not the highest quality, this thing, but let's go and do some off-roading in it. It's relatively stable for its size, isn't it? Whoa. Wow, what a beast. What a beast. Oh, come on. Oh, no. I mean, it is a beast. Those tracks are so effective. Wow. If you can find a map with an airport like this, with a long enough runway, you can try and fly some of the planes in the game, and they're okay. They're not the best, but it's quite similar to BeamNG, you know. Planes are just an afterthought. That it's not like a flight simulator, but it works quite well. Here's some of the planes and helicopters that are available. Now we have everything from a Concorde down to like this Sky Van and this Russian jet, I think. Let's go for the Concorde. Let's try it. Well, you'd never see this in BeamNG, would you? It just would not be possible in BeamNG. Okay, we're on the runway. Let's turn on the engines, put the brake on so we can build up the speed. I don't think this runway is going to be long enough for this thing, but look, it's got a modelled interior. Has it got a cabin? Yes, it does. We can also raise and lower that droop snoot nose. Oh, yeah, okay, leave it down. Okay, throttle up, and off we go. Whoa, oh, afterburners have ignited. Oh my goodness, there's no way this is going to be a long enough runway. You can do it, Concorde. You can do it. Coming down the runway now. Oh no, this isn't good. Okay, we're off the end of the runway. We're going to hit those things. No, they're no collide. Good. Uh-oh, there's a village down here. Climb. What? It actually worked. Okay, gear up. Oh my, we are up in Concorde in Rigs of Rods. What's going on? Okay, the camera's not really working. Okay, there's a bit of glitchiness going on with the ground. Some of the shadows don't seem to be working, but in general, the planes fly pretty well. I mean, should we try a landing with this thing? Yeah, I think we should. Oh my goodness, here's the runway. We're going way too fast. Put the brakes on. Oh, no. That did not work. And I think we're going to go in the water. Oh, damn. And we're floating. Oh, there is a version of the map that spawns with trains. So if you've installed all the content packs correctly, you can actually try and drive some of these trains, and they work pretty well. I'd say a little bit better than the trains in BeamNG. Now, let's start the engine. Oh, horn. Nice. Okay, off we go. Automatic gears. Can we do? Oh, there you go. Reset. And we're off. Oh my, here we go. The train is wobbling quite a lot on the rails. There's a really good sense of weight in this game. For 2005, and I suppose I have been updating it ever since then, but yeah, the sense of weight and the simulation of larger vehicles is really good in this game. Oh no. We've come to a dead end! Oh! Oh no. But yeah, you do get the idea of the trains. They work pretty well. Now I think if we go in this building here, we can spawn a boat. Oh yeah, here we go. The Wahoo V2. Let's try that. Whoa. I mean, it looks quite good. A little bit of lag going on in the water here. Off we go. So, thing about Rigs of Rods is that because the game doesn't change that much compared to BeamNG, a lot of these mods haven't been updated for 15, maybe even nearly 20 years. Whoa. And they still work perfectly in the latest version of the game. Oh my goodness. This is basically uncontrollable. I mean, if I bring the throttle down a bit, there you go, it's a bit better. And now we're out into the ocean, and I'm still struggling to control it. It says we're doing 40 knots. I'm not sure I believe it. Here we go. Whoa. That is not a stable boat. Oh. This map is a recreation of the Top Gear test track, and it looks quite good, apart from the fact we have an Antonov 225 where a Boeing 747 should be. And there's a huge variety of modded vehicles for this game. We've got a 2CV, a 1949 Ford, a Range Rover Classic, and this thing is called the Sportster. It's meant to be a fictional Ferrari, but then somebody's put a skin on here, which, I mean, it is a Ferrari. Look, at the back it even says, look, Ferrari. Oh dear. Let's not tell Ferrari about this. Hopefully they don't get sued. Around the track. Off we go. Whoa. This thing is really hard to control, but hopefully I can keep it going. The cars do handle quite slidey in this game, and it does remind me of old BeamNG, and basically this is what old BeamNG was like. There was very little sense of friction between the tires and the road. They were very slidey, not really leaving any tire marks in this game, which is a bit weird. I think I've got a cone stuck inside me. No, it's still there. There you go, it's gone. But yeah, happy 20th birthday to Rigs of Rods. The community is still active. They've got a great Discord server that really helped me out in preparation for this video. I'll leave a link to that, as well as some links to the game and the content packs in the description down below. I'm playing the latest beta as well, August 2025 beta. They're still updating this game. There's new content released every week on the repository. So even though BeamNG has a lot of benefits over this is a free game. You can go and check it out for free, and I really do recommend it. It's a piece of history that we should not forget. Here we go. Whoa, nice. I'm dragging along a 2CV. Oh no. So I've really enjoyed checking out Rigs of Rods for the first time in over 10 years. Let me know what you think of this game. Would you like me to revisit it in the future? Maybe check out some of the mods in this game? But thanks for watching. If you'd like to see a BeamNG mod review, click the video on screen right now. It's an amazing Toyota Prius mod. And I'll see you soon for some more simulator adventures.